You need to stop. You need to listen. This video did not find you by accident. It did not appear on your screen because of a random algorithm or a chance calculation. You are here because your soul called out for an answer, and the universe is finally answering back. This is the sign you asked for in the quiet of the night. This is the confirmation you have been begging for when you thought no one was listening. You will only see this message once because you only need to hear it once. The moment you clicked, the lock turned. The door opened. You are not crazy. You are not broken. You are right on time. But you must pay attention now, because everything you are feeling, the confusion, the resistance, the heaviness, is not a punishment. It is a preparation. This is your synchronization. You have been feeling it for weeks, perhaps even months. A strange, pervasive sense of detachment. It feels as though you are walking through your days like a ghost in your own life. You go through the motions. You wake up. You work. You speak to people. But behind your eyes, there is a distance. A thick, heavy glass wall separates you from the world you used to know. You wake up tired, even after a full night of sleep. It is a heaviness that sits deep in your bones, a fatigue that coffee or rest cannot touch. You look at the things that used to bring you joy, your hobbies, your favorite shows, even certain friendships, and you feel nothing, just a flat, gray static. The flavor has gone out of your reality. It scares you. You wonder if you are losing your mind. You wonder if you are spiraling into a darkness you won't be able to climb out of. You look at the people around you, laughing and engaging with the drama of the world, and you feel like an alien species. You feel like you are speaking a language no one else can hear. You have tried to force yourself back into the old mold. You have tried to care about the things you used to care about. You have tried to fix yourself, thinking this numbness is a defect. But nothing works. The old spark is gone, and you are standing in the dark, waiting for a light that hasn't appeared yet. You feel suspended. You feel caught in a void between who you were and who you might become, terrified that this empty space is your new permanent address. You feel alone, but you are not alone, and you are not failing. This numbness is not the end of your life. It is the quiet before the most significant beginning you have ever experienced. You must understand what is happening to you, not just emotionally, but energetically. You are not suffering from a lack of life. You are experiencing a recalibration of consciousness. Think of a radio. For years, you have been tuned to a specific station. Let's call it the frequency of your past self. That station played the music of your old beliefs, your old limitations, your old relationships, and your old coping mechanisms. It was familiar. It was comfortable, but you have outgrown it. Your soul has expanded beyond the bandwidth of that station. What you are experiencing right now, the static, the noise, the silence, is the space between the stations. You have turned the dial away from the old frequency, but you have not yet locked onto the new one. You are in the transition zone. In physics and in spirituality, you cannot occupy two frequencies at once. To ascend to a higher level of consciousness, to a life of true alignment and abundance, you must fully disconnect from the lower vibration first. This is why you feel numb. Your energy is being withdrawn from the external world to fuel an internal upgrade. You feel tired because your physical body is literally restructuring itself to hold more light, to hold a higher voltage of energy. This process requires immense amounts of biological and spiritual resources. Your system is in power-saving mode because all your energy is being diverted to the transformation of your soul. Modern psychology might call this a depressive episode or an existential crisis. But looking through the lens of higher consciousness, this is the void state. The void is not empty space. It is a womb. It is the dark, fertile soil where the seed of your new self is cracking open. During this phase, Your subconscious mind is performing a deep purge. It is deleting files that are no longer compatible with your future. This is why relationships are fading away without explanation. This is why old ambitions suddenly seem meaningless. You are not losing these things. You are being cleared of them. You are being stripped of everything that is not you so that you can finally become who you actually are. You are experiencing a frequency mismatch. Your environment reflects your past, but your internal vibration reflects your future. This friction creates the discomfort you feel. It is like wearing a pair of shoes that are 3 sizes too small. The pain isn't because your feet are wrong. The pain is because you have grown, and the container of your old life can no longer hold you. You have been judging yourself for this stillness. You have been fighting the current, trying to swim back upstream to the familiar shore. But the universe has blocked the way back for a reason. There is no going back. The old version of you, the one who tolerated less than you deserved, the one who played small, the one who sought validation outside of yourself, that version is dead. You are currently grieving that death, even if you don't realize it. This experience is the spiritual equivalent of a computer restart. When a system updates, the screen goes black. It looks like it has shut down. It is unresponsive. It is useless for a moment. But deep within the hardware, the code is being rewritten. The operating system is being patched. That is where you are right now. The black screen, the pause, the recalibration. Do not mistake this silence for abandonment. The universe has not forgotten you. On the contrary, the universe is so invested in your future that it has pulled you out of the traffic of the mundane world to work on you in private. You are in the workshop of the divine. You are being prepared for a reality that your old self could not handle. If you were given your desires right now, in this state, you would destroy them with your old patterns. So, you are being purified. The anxiety you feel is just the energy of the new life pressing against the walls of the old resistance. You are not lost. You are simply buffering. Now, you must change how you view this moment. You must stop calling this a rut. You must stop calling it a block. You must stop telling yourself the story that you are falling behind, or that you have taken a wrong turn on your path. This is not a failure of your character. This is the architecture of your rebirth. You feel stagnant because you are looking at your life through a linear lens. You are judging your progress by external milestones, money, status, relationships, activity. But spiritual growth is not linear, it is vertical. You are not moving forward right now because you are moving deep. Think of the arrow. Before an arrow can soar forward with speed and precision, it must be pulled back. It must be dragged backward against its will, creating immense tension. That is where you are right now. The tension you feel, the frustration, the restriction, the feeling that life is holding you back, is simply the storing of potential energy. The further you are pulled back, the farther you will fly. You are not being detained, you are being aimed. If life just let you drift forward comfortably, you would never reach the velocity required to break through your current ceiling. This restriction is necessary physics. Look at nature. Nature does not rush, yet everything is accomplished. Look at the season of winter. To the untrained eye, the world looks dead. The branches are bare. The ground is frozen. There is no fruit, no flower, no obvious sign of life. But deep underground, the roots are extending. They are anchoring themselves deeper into the earth, gathering the nutrients required to sustain the massive growth of spring. If the tree tried to bloom in winter, it would die. You are in your spiritual winter. You are doing the root work. You are establishing the foundation that will support the empire you are about to build. Do not despise the barrenness of this season. It is protecting you. Consider the caterpillar. When it enters the chrysalis, it does not simply sprout wings. That is a fairy tale. The biological reality is violent. Inside the cocoon, the caterpillar completely dissolves. It turns into a soup. It loses its shape, its identity, its legs, its face. It becomes unrecognizable goo. If the caterpillar had a human consciousness, it would think it was dying. It would panic. It would think, I am falling apart. I am disintegrating. But it is not dying. It is rearranging. The imaginal cells, the genetic codes of the butterfly, are organizing that soup into a completely new form. You are in the goo phase. You have dissolved who you were, but you haven't yet formed who you are. Of course it feels messy. Of course it feels unstable. It is supposed to. You cannot keep the caterpillar's walk if you want the butterfly's wings. You have to let the old structure collapse so the new one can be built. You are being recalibrated for a higher timeline. The universe is removing people from your life because they cannot go where you are going. Their vibration is too dense for the altitude you are about to reach. It is removing old habits because they are anchors that would drag you down. It is removing your desire for the mundane because you are meant for the extraordinary. You are not broken. You are breaking open. Everything that is happening to you is happening for you. The rejection was a redirection. The loss was a clearing of space. The confusion was the dismantling of illusions. Stop looking at the closed doors with regret. They are closed because you are no longer that person. You are standing in the hallway of transformation. The light is coming. The clarity is coming. The feeling comes back. The joy comes back. But it comes back different, deeper, richer, more permanent than before. You are not late. You are not off track. You are exactly where your soul needs to be to facilitate the greatest expansion of your entire existence. Listen to me closely now. The time for pity is over. The time for confusion is over. The waiting room is closing. You must shift your energy. You must shift it right now. You have spent enough time in the shadows. You have spent enough time questioning your worth. You have spent enough time wondering if the light would ever return. It is returning. It is here. But it requires your permission to enter. You must decide. Right now, in this second, you must decide that you are ready. Do not wait for the feeling to pass. You must pass the feeling. Do not wait for the external world to give you a green light. You are the green light. The universe has been waiting for you to stop fighting the process and start trusting the design. Trust the timing. Trust the sign. Trust the process. Say it to your spirit. Burn it into your subconscious. You are safe. You are guided. You are held. Everything you went through, every lonely night, every tear, every moment of paralyzing doubt was payment. You have paid the dues. You have done the work. You have walked through the fire, and you did not burn. You were refined. You are gold that has been tested. The breakthrough is not coming in a year. It is not coming in a month. It is imminent. It is hovering right above you, waiting for your frequency to match it. The moment you surrender the fear, the moment you stop resisting the void, the floodgates will open. Can you feel it? That subtle hum in your chest? That is your soul waking up. That is the engine turning over. You are powerful beyond measure. You are a creator of your reality. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the master of your destiny. Stand up in your spirit. Shake off the dust of the old life. It is gone. It is dead. Let it bury itself. You are alive. You are new. This is your graduation. The test is over. You have passed. Do not look back. There is nothing there for you anymore. Look forward. Look at the horizon. That is your life. That is your purpose. That is your joy waiting to be claimed. You are ready. You have always been ready. But now, you are awake. Trust the timing. Trust the sign. Trust the process. This is not a hope. This is a command to your reality. Align with it. Breathe it in. Become it. The shift has already begun. You are not the same person who clicked on this video 17 minutes ago. Something has moved. Something has unlocked. Protect this energy. Do not let the noise of the world steal this frequency from you. You are fragile right now, like new skin, but you are healing. If this message found its way to your soul, if you felt the resonance of truth in these words, then you are part of this tribe. You are part of the awakening. Subscribe to Universe Solace. Join us as we continue to map the path to higher consciousness, self-mastery, and spiritual evolution. Take a deep breath. Release the tension in your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The void is ending. The light is breaking. Trust the sign. You are ready for your breakthrough.